paint. I chop the top and I can't even paint. Subs knocking, banging bass in your face. This is epic. Peep the weapon. Yours got a scope, well, mine got 7. Extended max, plus it come with compression. Abandon hope, this thing full of aggression. Enough talking, let the games begin. I'm out for blood, I got a thirst for revenge. It's a full attack, I ain't trying to defend. Last time was a fluke, it won't happen again. Take a bite of the whip. You sound fun, they done flip the script. Steps coming in, they trying to sink the ship. It's getting kinda hectic, man, it's time to dip. Right, they about to shoot. ADS loaded and they aiming at you. Games everywhere, what do I do? How did this happen, man? Can't be true. Adrenaline pumping, heart is rushing. I need cash quick, man, I gotta do something. We never had a thing, man, we came from nothing. Brute force work, now I gotta stunt. We flying in like we robbed the bank. No more hoop, these, my whip is insane. I chop the top, man, I can't do the paint. Subs knocking, banging bass in your face.
He ain't coming back.
Who knows about this one? Who's read chapter 3?
Why would I cap? My brother going on the other side, he ain't coming back. I swear to God, in a flash, my heart turned black. That night I cried, but right now I wanna print a strap. I done hacked broadside.
Phones up for Carlos!
My brother going on the other side, he ain't.
Phones up for the fallen 54!
I swear to God, in a flash, my heart turned black. That night I cried, but right now I wanna print a strap. I done hacked broadside, now everybody get attacked. What can I say? Wanna print a strap? I'm not holding my other side, got taken away. Everything look great. I don't know if it's night or day. All I know is when I see them, I'm making them pay. We just wanted to play. How did this happen? This is worse than I could ever imagine. I'm filled with anger and I throw out compassion. I need my revenge and I'm ready for action. You can tell by the look in my face. I'm not even him, man, my mind on the race. It's hard to breathe and I can't think straight, but I'm coming for Rook and that's not a debate. Free energy is a human right, so tell me, why do we pay? Why do we gotta work to live? Why can't we live for the day? There gotta be a better way. A better way starts today. I promise I'm burning the whole system down. I put that on my brother right. Why would I cap? My brother gone, he on the other side, he ain't coming back. I swear to God, in a flash, my heart turned black. That night I cried, but right now I wanna print a strap. I done hacked broadside, now everybody get it. This not a game, this broadside. Remember the name, stacking bones, making it rain, we in a dead mall.
Who wants it?
This not a game, this broadside. Remember the name.
Give me a signal!
Making it rain in the dead mall, coming stone land, stacking up them.
So now take electric out to Pasha every time! Out of dollars, of course! Everybody that got us to this point!
This broadside, remember the name, stacking bones, making it rain. All coming stone land, your rain is coming. We about to get it jumping. The time is now, ain't no backing down. We see it's good to run it. Go. Let's get it. It's time to go. Full throttle, ain't going slow.
So that's everybody mashing the buttons you already know! Out to all the devs mashing the buttons, out to Dylan! Out to Brent, out to the On3 team!
Get ready, cause it's coming. We about to get it jumping. The time is now, ain't no backing down. We see it's good to run it. Go. Let's get it. It's time to go. Full throttle, ain't
Send out to our police!
up. Ready to roll.
Out to Ruby, out to Riley!
Get ready, cause it's coming. We about to get it jumping. The time is now, ain't no backing down. We see it's good to run it. Go. Let's get it. It's
Out to press, everybody mashing the buttons inside!
strapped up, ready to roll. The time is now. Let's
We are so hyped for today!
because the time is now. It's going down. Real talk, boots on the ground. It's not a game, we gon' take them down. Still got the weapons, he just come out. Got the plans, we got the routes. Making waves, that's without a doubt. And after the day, they gon' know what we bout. Ball suits, combat ready. EMPs, take down many. It's a revolution, I told you already. We out for revenge and the bird is heavy. You better be ready, cause we had enough. We lacking numbers, though you got the guts. You been in charge, you gotta switch it up. We taking over, cause you too corrupt. Get ready, cause you coming. We about to get it jumping. The time is now, ain't no backing down. EC's good running. Let's get it. It's time to go. Full throttle, ain't going slow. We strapped up, ready to roll. The time is now, let's take control. Get ready, cause you coming. We about to get it jumping. The time is now, ain't no backing down. EC's good running. Let's get it. It's time to go. Full throttle, ain't going slow. We strapped up, ready to roll. The time is now, let's take control. This a movement, it's bigger than us. Centralized, no leader to trust. We gotta work together, yeah, that's a must. None of them as strong as all of us. 3D bass in the air. Hit the checkpoint on the X right there. EMP weapons just flying through the air. We hit them first so they don't play fair. Get ready, cause it's coming. We about to get it jumping. The time is now, ain't no backing down. EC's good running. Let's get it. It's time to go. Full throttle, ain't going slow. We strapped up, ready to roll. The time is now, let's take control. Hey, no Santa, no leader, no head. I ain't gotta listen to a thing that she said. No Santa, no leader, no head. Not one person can say they the man. No Santa, no leader, no head.
I don't think there's a Adonis team we can play that you guys wouldn't want us to reload. And that's absolutely fine. Out to dollars every time.
Today we can show you something.
Out to all the Florida gang, all the Miami gang. DLO, I see you. Out to Guardian. Out to Marquis.
Hey, no Santa, no leader, no head. I ain't gotta listen to a thing that she said. No Santa, no leader, no head. Not one person can say they the man. No Santa, no leader, no head. Divided we fall, but together we stand. No Santa, no leader, no head. Just results when we stick to the plan. What? Who that made you king? You inside on the calm, you ain't in these streets. It only been a day, now you taking the lead. I don't take commands, that don't work for me. If this what it is, then I'm out. Decentralization is what it's about. I'm just keeping it real, no doubt. It's a risky move, but I'm changing the route. Like it's warhead. What's happening? Strapping my face, so laughing. You better talk or I'm blasting.
Alright, we hope to have an update for you.
I had no choice but to be direct.
In like the next 20 minutes, half an hour or so. Hopefully we're live by then. It reminds me of Reveal Day though. I think we did a spaceships for 6 hours that day.
No Santa, no leader, no head. I ain't gotta listen to a thing she said. No Santa,
I hope we're not on for 6 hours today. I might need to change my ski mask.
Santa, no leader, no head. Divided we fall, but together we stand. No Santa, no leader, no head. Just results when we stick to the plan. Look at the gift, dripping in Salsaville. Skeleton crew on the real. Watch as I disappear. I'm gone, running the chaos and I'm yelling bones. Someone tell Rook that I said that it's on. Look at the town, it's going down. So it's stealth mode when I move around, but I'm in the field, boots on the ground. I stay strong, I follow the course. Warhead, I'm the Trojan horse. I'm the him, I came to enforce. I'm not alone, I gotta gain support. No Santa, no leader, no head. I ain't gotta listen to a thing that she said. No Santa, no leader, no head. Not one person can say they the man. No Santa, no leader, no head. Divided we fall, but together we stand. No Santa, no leader, no head. Just results when we stick to the plan.
Alright, we're gonna keep it moving. However long this takes. We've got enough 3D bass. And Victor's got enough junks to get you through, yeah? This is Broadside 927. Remember, music is a weapon in the future. We're teaching you how to use it now. Alright, if you do want to see how this is all going to work, the site's updated, everything's live. We're just waiting for IPFS to pin the final images, yeah? And if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it, it's really long. But it's really decentralized. Or sort of, at least. We're so early! Out to JLab Studios inside! Out to Blaze, out to Chris! Alright, we're gonna switch styles a little bit, yeah? None of them as strong as all of us! Who wants it? Who wants it? That's everybody breaking their phones! That's everyone in the bunker! I think we're in on cyber today, yeah? The link should be in the top order somewhere. Don't ask me, I can't see anything, I'm in a ski mask. Out to Corona, out to Karma! Out to Richard Ogilvie inside! Wait, maybe he can represent us as well, yeah? Out to Boy Wonder! Out to Sam, out to Drew! Out to Legacy! It's Broadside! Send it back to Steph each and every time. Steph, you are going to break the fist emoji on your phone. I'm warning you now. You are using it too much. Out to Florida Joe, everybody's skanking inside. Everybody's skanking in a bunker. Out to ATL. Let's move. Out to Toys the Boy inside. You know. Out to Sunny Delight, out to Ruby. Out to Crypto LRG. To now to anyone. All my overspite gang, yeah. Out to OK4. You know. Out to be inside all my Jersey gang. All my East Coast gang. Where's all my drill gang inside? Out to Duggar, out to King Marquis. Out to Drew Cup down, we see you, bruv. Out to Spicy, of course. Out to Marlon. Or London, should I say. As soon as we hear from the devs, we will let you know right here live. We will tweet out all the details about Merchant Pint. But until then, we're gonna keep it moving. Where's all my jungle gang?
That's all I get now, but
Little more hours. Come in, 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 come in.
What's up? Which one of you motherfuckers goes by the name of Warhead? Florida Joe says he's Warhead. He says that they are Warhead. Boy Wonder says he's Warhead. I don't know, Jessica's gonna have to read the book and find out. There can be only one. Or maybe not. Maybe there's only 7,000 of us. Send out to shoot all my jungle gang. Where's all my London gang? Who's going carnival this month? Who's ready? Send out to Sentenza. Out to BBB inside. out to Moose, out to Dominique, of course. It's so good to see so many family members here. And you are family members, trust me. Sit down to the quote me each and every time. I'm taking it back. We got an important update from the devs. It looks like it's about another hour between now and the launch of Merger Burn. Oh my god, we're going to be here till Friday, aren't we? Can someone bring me a change of pants? And maybe some McDonald's. Out to Benny inside.
Something come over my soul.
I know. We're all disappointed, mate.
Those lights.
Out to Dapper again inside.
Out of my control.
Those lights.
Alright, we might be faster now. Apparently we're halfway there now. The devs are literally running around their houses, disconnecting everything from Wi-Fi. It's one of those situations. But we're gonna get it there. When have we let you down? Name one time.
Something come over my soul.
is this one? Send out to B Games each and every time. B Games, please chat to Pastor in Discord, yeah? We're trying to troubleshoot that as well. Hold tight on the grind DJs that used to play this one on 33 BPM. Hold tight Slimzy. Or the Rinse Gang, yeah? Alright, I've just been informed that Vector Melody wants to talk to you lot, which is very out of character for him. You know we have to drag him out of bed. What's up if you want to chat to Vector? Vector, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it, man. Vector, it feels like deja vu, man. It's like reveal day all over again.
There's no deja vu. It's, we're just playing some tunes, waiting for some devs to upload some stuff. But, the merge and burn, we might as well just talk about the merge and bind process that everyone can go through. It's probably, which will be online in an hour, maybe 2 hours. But we might as well talk about it.
I think that's a great idea, man. Yeah, do you want to kick it off? Do you want me to kick it off?
You're the expert.
I thought you were the expert.
Oh shit! Richard Ogilvie wants to come up. Oh no, we're in trouble now.
All right, fuck it. Well, let's start there. Let's start with Richard. Richard, how you doing?
Bones up, mate. Hello, mate. How you doing?
We're doing well. Do you know what? I think the problem is we don't have the right kind of management in our corner, Richard, if I'm honest. Do you know anyone who can help with that?
We could talk, buddy. We can talk after the merge purge surgeons pledge. I'm sure we can have a chat.
That'd be great, man. That'd be really, really great. Because nobody amongst us is sure who the expert is.
None of us are experts. It's mostly about just pushing forward with a lot of confidence and a lack of manners.
That's it. None of us are as expert as all of us.
Nice. Well said, sir.
Thank you for coming up here. I had no idea you could chat live like this. This is amazing. I'm hearing this for the first time, and it's fucking incredible.
Yeah, wait until
Thank
you
you.
hear Elon Musk.
Lovely to meet. I should get Elon up here sometime.
Yeah, that'd be
definitely.
good. That'd be good for engagement.
Anyway, merge and bind. What the hell is the merge and bind? What even is it?
All right, so for those that don't know, this is a project called Broadside. We launched in November last year. We created a collection of 7,290 characters each with a different name, each was a unique one-of-one 3D avatar. And over the course of the last 9 or so months, we've been dropping every holder of Broadside episodes of a decentralized story about their Broadsider and the other 7,000 Broadsiders and some stuff that they all did together that changed the world. And today, if you've got all of those episodes and you've got a Broadsider, about 40 minutes to an hour from now, give or take, you're going to be able to merge and burn all of those episodes together that you have, and you will receive in exchange a one-of-one first edition book NFT of the full Broadside story, featuring your Broadsider on the cover, your Broadsider named as the hero throughout the story, a brand new epilogue, which sets up the scene for Broadside 2, and also some extra little bits in between the chapters, some other documents, some things people haven't seen yet, like the Accra Protocol, some other documents that sort of give you a bit of a flavour of how Broadside got started and when Prota took it over. A lot of fun stuff. If you have a forward token, we minted this forward as a kind of allow list pass, a mint pass to get a Broadsider. If you have one of those and you include it in the merge and bind process, you will receive a special edition that has been signed by myself, Vector Meldrew, and our accountant, Matt Mason, and will have a slightly different color cover. Other than that, it's going to be exactly the same, and there's not going to be any difference in terms of future benefits or rewards, whether you choose to get the forward version or not. The reason we did that is some people had the forwards, some people didn't, and there was definitely a bit of confusion about whether you needed one or not. So we thought, well, why don't we just make 2 different versions so that everybody gets what they thought they were getting. And this is officially, I think this is like a big day. Like, this is kind of officially the end of phase 1 of Broadside. Like, this is everything that we said we were going to deliver before we minted in phase 1. And yeah, man, it's a big day. Like, Vector, how do you feel about that? It's kind of a big day.
Yeah, it's a bit like Christmas, isn't it?
It is a bit like Christmas, although I never think about Christmas as like the end of a phase 1 of anything. I guess it's the end of the year.
Yes, the end of the year. It's Jesus' kind of birthday. But, I mean, Merge and Bind Day is, for us, yeah, the end of everything that we said we're going to do, with an exciting twist, which we think aligns with what Web3 should be about. I don't know how much we've gone into that yet. I don't know how much we can go into that yet. I don't know how much we can say about that yet until the actual process is over. Maybe the things we can say about it that we think are, groundbreaking. What can we say about that?
Yeah, so we haven't said... So Merge and Burn is the start of kind of a process that we're going to start with the book. So this is not the last time you're going to see the Broadside book in the world. In fact, this is the first of, we hope, many times. The first kind of general release edition of the Broadside book, we haven't announced how that's coming out yet. We're going to announce that at the beginning of September. But that is coming out in September. There'll be a general release version of the Broadside book featuring 1 character throughout. And we're doing something really interesting that links the Merge and Burn books you've all got today and that next edition of Broadside, and also future editions of Broadside and other things that we may end up doing at some point. All the things you can imagine doing with an IP like Broadside, a game, a film, and so on. We wanted to build a royalty system so that we could actually include the community in and pay the community royalties as the Broadside world expands in future. And we can't guarantee how that's going to expand or which way it's going to go. There's definitely a few deals on the table. There are a couple that are already signed, and there are some really exciting partnerships that are launching in the next month, and some things beyond that as well. And all of this is before we get to Broadside Phase 2, which maybe we could talk a little bit about today as well. But you might want to get your alpha button ready, Vector, because you know how that can go. But yeah, so today as part of this process, we're going to ask you to do something when you merge and bind. We're going to ask you to include your name, and that can be your alias, it can be like your online handle, and we're going to ask you to contribute a 30-character sentence to a future edition of the Broadside book. And the reason we're asking you to do this is simple. If in future editions of the Broadside book, we include the images of all the Broadsiders who merged and burned a book today, we include their real names or their real aliases, and we include a written contribution from them, that is work that you have created or you own the full commercial rights to. If you've got an FCR Broadsider, if you've got a CC0 Broadsider, you're still creating work for us. So we've still got to license that written work from you and to use your name because you're endorsing our product. So we have to license that from you. And the reason that we're doing this like this is we wanted to create a system where we can reward the community as Broadside grows, but we can do it in a way that is very easy for people like publishers to understand. If we go to like Simon & Schuster or Penguin and say, listen, we've got this community, it's like a couple thousand people, they minted these books, we want you to put a payment splitter in Barnes & Noble and rare, do this, that and the other, they're gonna be terrified. Every large company, every large studio, every large publisher is already pretty terrified of NFTs and blockchain, especially their legal teams. So we wanted to create a system where they don't have to think about blockchain at all. If you're in publishing, a really normal thing is to do a book with an author and then license either an image or an excerpt of another book or some type of elongated quote or something from a third party and pay them a licensing fee, a very sort of simple, straightforward thing. And either you can do that as a publisher or the author can do that. So that's the system we've created today. So when you go through the process, you're going to be asked, give us a name, give us a sentence, and we're going to take that name and that sentence and we're going to publish this kind of yearbook of the entire Broadside community that is going to be baked into the general release editions of Broadside. So people will read the story, but then they can flip through it and they can see, oh my God, there's this amazing community. Like, look at all these people that built Broadside into what it is and contributed to it. And it's a way to show the community, to show our love for this community. For building together, and God knows we need something like that right now. So I'm really excited about that. It definitely made it more complicated, but once the first, this is something we want to do as many times as we can. You know, the royalty rates and what we're able to do will change depending on who we're working with, you know, whether we're doing a book or whether we're doing a theme park ride or whatever it might be. We're going to be working with different people who feel differently about this and feel different about the legal exposure they may or may not have to anything. Like, we think we've done it in a really, really smart way. It's not a security. It's very much a license fee for creative work. And that's really what we were going for. We worked really hard with our legal team on that. But yeah, it's pretty mad. We'll see how it goes. But we're not really... you know, we want to let everyone know about that today, but today is about merging and binding and actually getting your book so you can participate in this next phase of the journey.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, today, you know, these are all the ways we're looking at for, you know, building what we think decentralized franchise ownership should be about, and the ways to give value back to holders. But yeah, that's also getting ahead of ourselves. Today is just about the very basic process of creating a full book. But yeah, the underlying aspect of that is that full book will have some utility for future plans that we're going to unveil. But yeah, it's good. There are a few deals on the table already, aren't there?
Yeah, like the first one, as we said, is September. Probably first week of September we'll be ready to announce that. And then it's crazy. Like, I think, Betcha, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like everything with this kind of snuck up on us a bit with Merge and Burn. Like, we were planning it, we were building it, the devs have been working hard, but we've been working so hard on phase 2, like I almost lost sight of all this a little bit. And I didn't really get the time to think about it today, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. I look forward to having one less thing on my plate after today.
That's going to be nice. That is going to be nice. I see Elon Musk AI is up on stage. Elon, how you doing?
GM, guys, bones up. Listen, what's this free energy scam you've got going on, guys? I might have to rug you if you keep talking about this.
Mate, you are the biggest rug lord in the world. Do you know how many cars I bought off you? Because I thought you were going to save the world, but instead you took my money and you suppressed my Twitter account. It's bullshit.
I hope none of the cars have blown up. I had to suppress your Twitter account because you're a troublemaker. There's not really much I can do here. It's all taking all my effort not to rug the spaces right now, guys.
Yeah, please don't rug the spaces. I actually had some technical questions for you regarding how you acquire the cobalt that you use in your cars that are supposed to be energy efficient.
Basically, occasionally you might have to start an uprising. Mostly we pay for it, the uprising that is, and the CIA.
Can you,
nice.
Elon, listen, as much as I think you're a rug lord, the biggest rug lord in the world, I do like your cars, but Vector always tells me they're bad and I'm bad for driving them, and he says that hydrogen cars are better, but I think that is a load of bullshit.
No, I'm definitely saving the Earth and the greatest human here. And wait, can you try my spaceships?
Yeah, we're looking for the spaceships, but the problem is the cars just use too much energy. They're not very energy efficient. They're quite bad for the planet. And also, they're breaking all the car parks in New York City because they're too heavy. So they're causing quite a lot of problems. But I'm excited about the hydrogen car. It's not far off now. I think we should just wait for them and not buy Teslas.
Basically, we've been making them too heavy on purpose so that they can dig down into the ground to make the tunneling system porous.
That's smart.
Genius.
Yeah, hydrogen cars can't do that.
Yet.
Elon, to answer your question, like, what is all this free energy malarkey about? Well, listen, Broadside is very much a solar punk story, and solar punk is a subgenre of sci-fi that's very focused on not showing dystopian futures, but showing people a better version of the future, like where we might get to if we do knuckle down and solve some real problems instead of buying floundering social networks, if you get my drift. So yeah, we thought free energy is a human right, is a banner, is a call to action in the Broadside story. It's used by a group called the Invisible Hand and a free energy cult called the Sun Kids that I know some of you are members of. But yeah, Broadside's really all about solar punk and Vector, you know what? I was on the Spaces last night and I gave a little bit of a hint to what some of the things that we're going to be doing. But when we launched Broadside, we really wanted to show people this kind of solar punk vision of the future. But in the last few weeks, we've been working on something as part of Broadside Phase 2 where we're going to be able to have an impact on the planet with Broadside Phase 2 right now. Someone was on this, I can't remember who was talking about, I think it was El Rasta, was talking about he's working on this tree planting thing in Colorado, and he wants to get Broadsiders involved in it, and people seem pretty excited about it. I can't get into what we're doing just yet. It does involve trees. You won't be able to count the number of trees that we're protecting. You'll just have to count in acres, and you'll have to count in hundreds and thousands, possibly millions of acres by the time that we're done. It's a really, it's the thing I think I'm most excited about that we're doing in phase 2. And we're doing some really fucking exciting things in phase 2. But the real world impact of phase 2 on the planet is going to be something you can see from fucking space if we do this right.
Yeah, 100%. Phase 2, I reckon, is about getting back to the original roots, like the roots of the story, and then how we communicate that outward. So it's definitely like a return to solar punk and everything that encompasses.
Yeah, and it's also like, I think it's also like, it's a reaction to where the community have taken Broadside, like where people like Electric and Glitch took things with the bunker and the community showing up there every day. Like the pivot to the metaverse that this community made wasn't something we planned for. But in phase 2 is definitely us reacting to that and giving everybody more tools, more building blocks, and every fucking file type in the world so that they can go and spread and do things in the metaverse in the way that they're already doing. So I'm fucking excited about that. Oh my God,
Yeah.
is that Dollars? Dollars, what's going on?
Dollars, it's dollars.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Bones up. Bones up.
Bones up, bro. It's good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited. I'm stuck at work right now, so I can't do my mint. But when I get home, I'm ready to knock that out.
Dollars, you work with cars. Has anybody brought a hydrogen car in for a tint yet?
Nah, not yet, man. I think I don't know if the people that have hydrogen cars are safe. I don't think Proto wants them to have those.
Yeah, you might be right, man. We've got Elon Musk in here. He might have some thoughts on that. But, you guys are both in the car business in different ways.
Yeah, I've been actually doing a lot of research on cars, and it seems like we've had multiple people make water running motors, and they seem to die suddenly. So I don't know what's up with that.
Weird, isn't it? I wonder if Elon Musk is involved. But see, Dollars is a resident expert, and he knows about the hydrogen cars. So that's all you need to know.
That's good enough for me, to be honest.
Oh yeah, and I heard you guys talking about saving some trees. I didn't know if this was speaking of broadside buds or not. I don't know what you're talking about.
Broadside buds?
Yeah, man, broadside buds. I love trees.
Wait, is that a legit is somebody doing B-side buds?
Yes, that's what we're working on.
Oh shit! Wait, you never told me about that.
You're gonna have to go back to the previous spaces, man. We've been talking about it.
Wait, is broadside buds, is it trees or is it bud? Is it trees that you plant in the ground or is it trees that you smoke?
What do you think it is?
I think those are both the same thing. It grows out of the ground. Yes.
It does, but one is a plant and one is an actual tree.
I mean, they both have stems, they both have roots, they both have leaves.
A tree is a
fruit,
plant. A tree is a type of plant, pretty sure.
Elon Musk, is a tree a plant? You're the smartest person on earth.
Everything's a plant.
Oh my God.
Everything's a plant if you take enough acid.
Yeah, like a lamp.
You leave it in the ground long enough.
Yeah, but be on the lookout. B-side buds, January 2024. Smoke it if you got it. Shout out to Bung.
Oh shit!
Broadside buds here.
That's good.
You rang.
I'm going to need some tester packs, not for me, it's for my dog, but just to do some animal testing on the products.
Yeah, just for experimental purposes. I understand.
Yeah. I'm happy to help QA that as well if you need it.
I just want to get high, if that's okay.
Yeah, we go need that. And of course, smoke it if you got it.
All right, sick. That's fucking amazing. I love to see everybody building with their broadsiders. Speaking of builders, Drew Ski, how you doing, mate? Bones up.
Bones up, fam. How's everybody doing today? Great day to be here. I'm fucking stoked. Can't wait. Can't wait. Hope these devs can get on it. I know Proto's probably trying to, attack us hard, but I heard us talking about trees, so I figured we just come up and chop it up. But I'm just excited, man. I'm super excited for today.
So I want to know, what's everyone going to do? Are people including forwards, or are they not including forwards?
I know I'm including mine for sure. I think that little extra, that little extra sauce on top never hurts.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how many people mint, and which of the two types of books people actually end up minting. It's going to be mad. And look, we're leaving this open. Like, this isn't. There's a few people have been DMing us, like feeling like they got a rush to do this because that's how most things in Web3 go. You've got a rush. You've got to beat the mint out. You want to be quick. This is going to be open a long time. Like, we are leaving this open so that as many broadsiders as possible can get involved. We know that it's easy to miss things on the internet, especially projects like Broadside that are actually moving and delivering and doing a bunch of stuff all the time. I know a lot of people have said they got overwhelmed by the amount of stuff we've done, which I totally understand. So we want to make sure as many people as possible get a chance to do this. If they've been collecting Broadside episodes, they've got a Broadside, or even if they haven't, they hear about this and then they're like, oh yeah, let me go on OpenSea, grab some episodes, or let me claim the ones I never claimed. We just want to make it super, super easy and keep this open as long as possible. Like, if 7,000 books get minted, that's no problem for us. And I think it's good. I think it's good for everybody. So we'll definitely be leaving this open. Nobody needs to rush, except of course our devs who need to rush 100%. What about everybody else? Is everyone on stage doing forwards?
I am, definitely.
Wait, I just asked you, Drew. I can't remember who even was speaking.
Yeah, so I'm definitely, I was checking out the Dead Mall, just a little bit ago, just to see, kind of how it was looking. I like the way that it was set up, how they had all the books lined up for us, and that we can, definitely have the forward in there. So, I've gotten my 10 forwards for my broadsider, so I think I'm going to have to definitely be using that. I think it's a cool feature. I think it's just another little thing that can just, make it that much more special. I mean, having the signatures and just a little bit different artwork, I think it'll just be a cool piece for, collection purposes for me. So I'm definitely going to be using my forwards.
Elon, are you using a forward? He doesn't want to say.
Sorry, guys, we're just landing the jet. I missed the question.
Are you going to be including a foreword when you mint your copy of the Broadside book, or are you going to be not including a foreword?
Including.
Why is that important to you as an entrepreneur?
Because again, maximum you can get is always best.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Good life advice. Elon, have you even read the book?
I've scanned through it, if I'm being honest.
Oh no, it's scanned.
But Elon Musk scanning a book is like, he runs 3 companies at the same time. I'm sure that if anyone can get the gist of a document by scanning it, it's Elon Musk.
Yeah, I was just hoping that he could pretend he's read it so that we could take the soundbite and then use it for PR. I thought he could give us like a gleaming review and we can say, Elon
I
Musk
have read
said
it.
this.
It's the greatest thing I've ever read.
Clip it.
Sick. All right. We'll have that at the start. The audio book, it'll be on the back of the print book everywhere. T-shirts. Love it. Oi, Dollars has got his hand up. Dollars, what's going on?
What's up? Quick question. So, as far as in, when we do the
rotation.
Yeah, it's per broadsider. You're going to be asked to do it each and every time. So I know that a lot of people, especially the people that are on these spaces, are most engaged core community members. I know a lot of you have more than one broadsider, but 52% of people only have one broadsider, and another large chunk only have like 2 or 3. So we wanted to design. We're like, all right, we think people are mostly going to mint one book, but we know that some people won't. Some people are going to do 4 or 5. Some people might do more. But it still seemed like it's going to be an edge case to build an experience where you could be able to multiple mint and do all these different annotations for different broadsiders at once. It was starting to get really complicated. So we decided to leave it as, okay, you have to go through this each time. And it's really quick. It's a really, really, really quick process.
So essentially, if I have enough broadsiders, I can write a mini book in the back of the book.
Yeah, I guess you can. We've got to make sure all of those are in the right order. But you know what, Dollars, for you, I will personally see to it that we do that.
Bones up. I might make a song for the put in the back of the book. Right?
Oh my God. That'd be sick, man. That would be sick. Yeah.
Like one of those greeting cards, where you open it up and it starts playing music.
Oh my God. Yeah, that I think that will take the devs a little bit longer than another 20 minutes if they have to make a version of the book that plays music when you open it up. We can ask though, Drew. We can only ask. The worst case scenario is they say no, that's impossible.
It's all right. We can always do a reprint of the book, and do a separate version. Don't knock it out. We might use it for the future.
I'm not knocking the idea. There's no bad ideas here. We can definitely look at it for future. Everybody's been very excited about the idea of a broadside pop-up book for some time. So we can definitely get back to that. I see Cosmo. I see Mayor Ellis on stage as well, but Cosmo's got his hand up, so I'm going to reward him for his proactivity and go to him first. Cosmo, how you doing? Bones up.
Bones up, my brother. Thank you kindly. What an awesome fucking milestone today, man. Congrats to you guys. Hats off.
Thank you.
I got a question for you. So if you sell your broadsider after you've minted the book to go with it, does the book follow it to the new owner?
If you mint, wait, sorry, say that again.
Yeah, so I mint a book and I print, the whole chapters, all of them, the forward and everything. And then at some point I decide to sell that broadsider. Does the book go with it to the new owner?
It does not. They're 2 separate things. So you could sell them at the same time, but the only way to have done that would be to put them on a 6551 contract, which, like, we've talked about 6551 a lot in these spaces. We love 6551. We're building some stuff there. But we thought it was more important that the broadside books kind of stand alone as collective pieces. We think these are going to be the rarest things in the broadside ecosystem that we ever do. Because not everybody who's got a broadsider is going to mint one. Not everybody who started collecting episodes is going to mint one. Like, if you look at the amount of episodes minted, you can see, like, episode 1, there was like 5,000. And by the time you get down to this episode, it's like 3,000. So some subsection of 3,000 books is probably going to get minted. We think maybe 2,000. We have no idea. We want to keep it open so that people can do that. But the point is, these things are going to be really rare because only the most engaged, committed broadsiders actually went through this process and did this. What we're thinking about in phase 2 and really sort of growing and expanding what we're doing and making everything a lot more accessible to people in Web 2 in different ways. These things are going to take on, like, the context of these really rare things will change as broadside grows. And so we didn't want to make them like, if I start talking about what we didn't want to do, it's going to give too much away about phase 2 and the way that kind of objects and things will travel on 6551 there. but we really wanted these things to be standalone collector pieces, just like the OG Broadsiders, and so that's how they're working. And also, we just don't imagine that many people are going to be trying to like flip these straight away. Like the people who are minting, it seems to us like these are things that people are minting because they want to hold on to them and because they want to be part of Broadside. And you know, everything we've done with Broadside has been about thinking about that type of collector, that type of community member.
Yeah, these are definitely keepers without a question of a doubt. I can't imagine anybody that gets one wanting to sell it, but you know how it goes out there in the world.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Essentially, that Broadsider is locked to that book. Basically, there's not going to be a division where you can sell the Broadsider and the book doesn't go with it or anything like that.
No. You can absolutely sell the Broadsider and the book doesn't go with it. They're two separate things. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. Sorry, I got caught up in my own waffling.
That's all right. I understand. Anyway, that's what I was wondering. Just to make sure that I knew how it's going to roll out in the future.
I can't wait to get the Mercs into future Broadside storylines as well.
You and me both. I put a halt on it all because of what's going on right here. But I got some exciting plans, man.
Okay, well, look, keep us posted. Anything we can do, like if you want us to do a Spaces, whatever we can do to help promote Mercs. Like, we love to see people building with Broadside. We're here to push everybody in the community doing sick things, and I love what you're doing.
Oh, thank you kindly, man, and I will keep you informed. Big plans coming down the pike.
Love it. Bones up. Ellis, what the fuck? What's going on? Where have you been?
Are we LARPing or real life?
It's up to you.
Well, okay, we can LARP. I'm in cocaine. Just trying to get through all these things going on. People will come at me all over the place about like how does merge and burn work. I'm like, fucking think I am tech support. I'm a fucking mayor. Shit. Oh man. So I'm just routing people to YouTube and just trying to make it.
As the mayor of San Francisco, is this your first time sharing a stage with Elon Musk, or have you guys had dealings before?
We both smoked. I met him before. Right, Elon? Oh my god.
I think he's blanking you. Yeah, I think he's
no. At the meeting with Crota, you remember?
That wouldn't surprise you. Elon and Prota in a room would not surprise me at all.
Elon?
That's exactly what's wrong with the world. Is that people like you three meet in places that are and make decisions without the public there to hold you accountable. That's exactly what Broadside is fighting against.
But you voted me in the office. I mean, it's not my fault that we haven't had an election since, and we can't have an election since I changed the rules around.
No, that's not your fault at all.
It's not my fault. I mean, like I thought I was signing that bill to increase, toilet paper in libraries, but hey, who knew I was signing something that would make me mayor for life?
You're just a humble servant. Do you have a question about Merge and Burn, or did you just come here to gloat about ruling San Francisco?
I did. So on the special version with the beginning, the prologue. Was the prologue?
Forward.
Forward. I was close. Back.
You're close.
Is there a place in this book that I could use as a proper edging tool to make sure the lines are straight, or is there?
What's an edging tool? Vector. Huh? That sounds. Sounds like a vector question.
What? Vector. Been a long time no see, man.
Hiya. How's it going?
Going great, man.
Ellis has got a question about edging for you.
Okay. The edging tool It sounds weird. You're gonna have to give me more context.
Oh, that thing that you, me, Elon, we were doing the other night on the jet in the lair.
You're gonna have to jog my memory.
Man, these ad-lib courses we're supposed to be taking online via LinkedIn. Are you taking them? Are you just not? You're not gonna keep the ball rolling, man? Come on, man. Come on, you're supposed to. I threw you the ball, threw you the jet. Come on, the LinkedIn learnings, man. We trying to do ad-lib back and forth. That was the goal for 2023, Vector. You and me.
Yeah. I'm just trying to piece this together. Okay, so edging tool, private jet, LinkedIn learnings. There's not even a joke. I don't even. Those things don't even connect. There's not even a
cocaine.
Joke. There's not even an innuendo.
Oh, it's not. It's not even. No, it's not. It's over. It's over. I'm just looking forward to this Merge and Burn. To be real, on the real talk, I'm looking forward to this. Like I talked about it in previous spaces outside of this. Been looking forward to it because when I see you two online, outside of the bullshitting and outside of the inability to get watermark free images, you guys are always working and you're always showing that work. I mean, you're getting those hints, but it's great to see that, hey, you know what? They're doing stuff. We know what the next step is, and it's clear. Even though we do have some tech delays, it's okay. But it's always great to know that you guys are working and we're moving forward, and that's why the excitement is so high for this Merge and Burn. It's like, yo, we're reaching on the milestone, and you said it before a lot of times. You said it here and there, like, hey, we're a project that keeps doing things. You don't even have to say it. We feel it each and every time we do these spaces. We feel it each and every time we see these milestones. I know for a fact that the buzz around this exceeds a lot of other projects that are also delivering, because we know that you guys are working hard for us. So thank you, and looking forward to this.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. We are working very hard, and it's good. It's good that you see that.
We are working a bit too hard, but recently it feels like.
But Vector, so hard that Vector doesn't do his ad-lib e-learning.
You remember maybe like 6 months ago, I used to be funny. I've worked so hard, I'm not even slightly funny anymore. That's how bad it's got. I've lost all the vague sense of humor that I had. It's gone.
Vector is working so hard that you may have noticed his face filter has stopped working.
Yeah,
he has not had time to repair it. So I have to stand in the metaverse in the DJ booth on my own.
Yeah, it's true. I've worked myself out of the metaverse, but I put myself in the metaverse through other people and their VRMs. So I'm working through you now. You are all Vector, Meldrew.
It was like striking you down only made you stronger.
Exactly. What's that myth? And then you kill the thing, and then loads of little things come crawling out, and then you have to kill all those little things.
I think that's called edging.
Okay, there we go then.
I don't know what that is. Oh, you're talking about the Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Probably.
Also, the flood in Halo works like that, and lots of other things do.
Yeah, and ants' nests as well.
Ants' nests, boiling water.
Yeah.
My kids do that a lot. I think they're serial killers, but yeah.
Yes, it is quite cruel. It's quite. When you get to the gates of heaven, that will come up.
Well, yeah. As long as they don't ask me about delay times on Web3 projects I was involved in, I'll be all right. Hopefully.
There's no delay.
There's no delay. The dev just sent a GIF of a kid drumming their fingers, and it says "still waiting." That is the latest update.
Well, luckily there's no delay. We're in perfect timing, but to do the actual merge and burn, that'll be in a little while.
That'll be in a little while. Oh, Ellis, thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words. I just want to say, I think, I'm glad to hear people are hyped about this. We deliberately have not hyped this yet. We've done no kind of press outreach or marketing. We've really, we haven't even, got on anybody else's spaces or done anything. We've been so heads down this summer, just working product, wireframes, devs, UX, all this stuff for all the things we're building next. We haven't been hyping anything, but the hype's really going to start beginning of September when we announce the first Broadside book deal. And that when we announce that, we're going to talk about Merge and Burn and like how that relates to the first royalty payments from the first deal. Because we needed to sort of connect all these things together, and we need to do that in a real simple way so that people outside the project, people in the press can like understand like what the fuck it is that we're doing, because it's pretty complicated. But we think, you know, if we do it right and we land it right with our partners that we're working with, it's going to be really exciting. So I think the excitement's really going to start on this in September. And if you're in here now, if you're merging and burning before then, this is for you guys, what we're doing today. This is for the hardcore community members who really, really stay up on everything we're doing on Twitter and in Discord and in the bunker. But we do have big plans to go and tell the rest of the world about what we're doing with this, what we're doing with the first release of the book, and then phase 2 shortly behind that, hopefully sort of November sort of time frame. There's going to be a lot of pushing, a lot of marketing, a lot of promo that you'll see from us as we start to get into the fall in Q4. Winter's going to be hot. Dollars, what's going on, man?
I'm saying I got 2 questions for you, quick ones, right?
Okay,
Number one is, are these books going to be numbered?
They are not going to be numbered.
Well, they'll be numbered by the token ID, which is the standard metadata number, but not in design. They'll be numbered in the way they're inscribed on the blockchain.
Yes, that is true.
I like that. Perfect. Second question. This is the bigger question, the more important question, right? Where the fuck is Matt?
He's working on some accounting issues today. He said he had to go and update QuickBooks.
Did he not know this was a big day for me? Did he not know I was excited about this day?
He did, but he says there's just like he's got things to do and he can't like he's more of a big picture guy, and this felt like admin to him, so he had to go and do the taxes today. I disagree with that perspective, but that is his perspective. You know, he's his own man. Not much I can do about it.
All right, I'm gonna have my people get in contact with his people, and we're gonna send him a very descriptive letter.
I would appreciate that. I think it would do him a world of good to read a letter like that. It might might shake some sense into him.
Send some buds.
Broadside buds.
Nah, then he'll definitely never be here. Motherfucker will be sitting on his counter looking at his fridge for an hour.
I'm excited about Broadside buds already. I look forward to looking at my fridge.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Partial, we can hear you, mate. How you doing?
I'm good. I just someone mentioned Matt, and actually, as a side project today, I on our YouTube stream, I ran a poll, and the poll question was who would win in a fight between Matt and Charlie. And
what was the answer?
Surprisingly, of the 3 people that voted, Matt has actually won, come in at 67% winner.
67% of 3 people think that Matt Mason will beat me in a fight.
Yeah. Just thought I'd say, as his name was mentioned, you know.
The only thing I'm more surprised about than that ridiculous prediction is that we have a live poll on YouTube. What is this?
Well, I only found it today, and the first question I could think of was that. But essentially, it's like because we're streaming on YouTube, because we go into on Cyber via YouTube. On the YouTube page, there's a chat panel, and in that panel you can run polls. So I thought today that the burning question on everyone's lips, obviously since November the 16th, or when it was when we started this, or even before that actually, was who would win in a fight. So we have to set up a fight, I guess.
We have to set up a fight. All right, that's going to be there's going to be some logistics involved with that. we'll talk about those offline. But yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Cool.
Ellis, you have comments, you have thoughts.
Yeah, I was expecting you to ask the crowd who wants it. I was waiting for it. Who?
It's never a bad question.
Yes. Were you going to ask that question?
I mean, I think I've asked that question enough today, don't you?
You know, in reality, because we use that phrase outside of here for everything, it's now a thing we say as a community. Like, who wants Cheerios? Who fucking wants it? who wants to reload? And it's always about consent. Anyway, so yeah, just wondering if no.
Does anyone ever actually want Cheerios though? Let's be honest, they taste like cardboard.
It depends on which flavor, man, dude. There's like 18 flavors of Cheerios at the store. I keep saying this shit to people. I'm sorry. If you go to the actual grocery store, there's like a plethora of flavors. No one has to not like Cheerios anymore.
Those are Fruit Loops, brother. Those are Fruit Loops, not Cheerios.
No, oh my God! You see, this is each time I bring up Cheerios in the conversation. This is what happens. Just someone like Charlie just brings up the fact that they're tasteless. Duh, no shit. That's why they have the whole section. We have to go back to the grocery store, people. That's it.
I don't know, man. I think if you talk about regular ass Cheerios, like, it's just, you might as well be eating fucking cardboard and glue.
Fair enough. I mean, but you're still not going to say who wants it, are you?
I'm not going to say it. No, I only say it in specific, contextually appropriate moments, like when a big bassline drops and people are getting the bones up. Otherwise, the question is moot. Wouldn't you agree?
I didn't know that people are getting the bones up. I'm sorry, I didn't. I have not heard you say that phrase this whole time until now, and now it makes it better. And I'm gonna keep that for the rest of the freaking year.
Can we hit that one with the rewind real quick? Can we hear that one more time?
No, I'm never saying that again out loud. I'm too self-conscious about it now. Maybe Vector will say it.
Who wants it?
There you go. Maybe Elon will say it. Elon's
He's
not
busy.
Say it.
He's
busy.
He's busy.
By the way, Vector, you have to save it more emotion from the gut. You know, so you gotta say it from the groin. Come on, Vector, you can do it.
I can't say it from the groin at the moment. I'm working on a energetical groin blockage currently, so I'll have to practice and get back to you.
What is an energetical groin blockage?
Mate, it's a long topic. It's not really suitable for the Twitter Spaces.
All right.
It was to do with an accident and me in a drawer. And anyway, don't worry about it.
It's called constipation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well.
Purge and bind.
All right. Well, look, we might be here a little while. I don't know what's going on. No further updates since we've been up. Ellis, you got your hand up again.
Sorry, I actually, but after talking about the groin, I had a serious question.
Okay.
It's not about the groin. So, are we? So as we move forward, okay. So when the merging blind thing happens, I guess I confirm that we're not getting, or we will not have these assets in our wallets anymore each episode.
You will not. They will be burned. They will be bound. So you won't have the tokens, the episode tokens. Instead, you'll have one book token.
Okay. All right. So we shouldn't. Okay. Awesome. I think that's because the last time I did a quote unquote burn, the asset just changed the look to can't be used or whatever. So you tell me that it will fully be removed from the wallet.
It will be fully removed from the wallet. It will be gone. it will be sent to a burn address. You won't have it anymore. Nobody will have it. It will cease to exist.
Awesome.
But all of these things will be incredibly clear when we post the link in the next few hours, whenever the dev has uploaded all the images. So all of these questions will probably be answered then as soon as it's live. So it might be better. Yeah, just as soon as that link's ready, we're going to post it.
As soon as it's ready. All right, Dollars, we got one more from you.
Yeah, it's the last one, right? When is gonna be the redemption to get the physical?
The physical?
Yeah, ain't that what the book is for? Or is that no? That's not what the book's for.
No. You can make a physical if you want one. We're not like doing a redemption for physicals with the book. It's purely an NFT. It's a token. But just like with the episodes, it'll be ready to print. It'll be ready for you if you want to upload it to a book printing service and actually make one. You can do that. But no, these are not physical books.
But that's not to say there won't be a physical book down the line, which is being worked out. But it involves larger parts and publishing companies, etc.
Okay. It was worth a try. I seen it in my dreams. So I was seeing if it was the reality.
It's a good idea. I really like it. I think there's probably a world where we can try and, it depends on how we do the rollout of the physical book, which is definitely a 2024 thing. Like book publishing takes a long ass time. It's a really, really long process. That version of the book as well, like we were talking about this on Spaces last night, like that's going to be a pretty extensively rewritten version of this book that you guys have today. And I think that's another thing that makes these very special is like, this is almost like a first draft of Broadside that we've all read together this year. Like in the sort of process of working with agents and thinking about what publishers are looking for right now, we've added a lot to the Broadside manuscripts. And one of the things they really asked us to add was like a lot of color, like paint a bigger picture of the world. Like Broadside's very much written like a screenplay. It's like very quick, as much brevity as possible. And we got a bit of pushback on that. And like, all right, we like the way you're writing this, but there are places where we want to see the world a bit more. And this led to some new, there's entirely new chapters in the 2024 version of Broadside. There's an entirely new 40 page prologue. And it was a bit of a struggle. It was a bit of a struggle to think about like what to do and how to write that. But the thing that made it easy was all of the inspiration that's gone into the new version of Broadside for 2024 that will be the sort of the major release version. All of the inspiration for that came from this community and just documenting what we do together. The prologue is set in the rave bunker. The rave bunker is now a central part of the story where things kind of open up and different community members, different things the community have done together are all featured in the story now. And look, I think the sort of writes and rewrites and re-edits of Broadside are going to go on for another kind of 6 to 9 months while we're going through this process of getting it with a major publisher. And this is like, we love this. We're going to keep doing this. Like this community is now kind of inspiring the story. So the versions that everybody is merging and binding today, like these will be, I think, even more special over time because actually they're going to be different. They won't, like, assuming that Broadside comes out and does everything we hope that it does, like these versions you have today are kind of almost like early drafts, early sketches of what Broadside eventually became. Cosmo, what's going on?
Hey, man. Charlie, you want to maybe cover the ISBN aspect a little bit? I don't think many people know how that works. I don't know if you want to put the time in for it, but I think that's an important part because a lot of people think they're just going to get this thing printed and throw it up on, the New York Best Time Seller. Anyway.
Yeah, no, that is a really good point. Yeah, so we were talking about this in the pre-game spaces last night a little bit. I heard everyone in there talking about this. So like the sort of process, like how are we going to attack the New York Times bestseller list? Like this is not something that we had defined when we minted last year, and there were a couple of different thoughts on ways to do that. One of them was do lots of different versions of Broadside. Every single version would need its own ISBN number, which is a serial number, a barcode that you see on all officially published books, and do it that way, where there's literally like 7,000 potential different copies of Broadside all going on sale at once. We started talking to the people at ISBN and talking to people in the publishing industry, like this is not the way to do it, because each one of these sales is going to count as one sale of one book that will be different from any other book with a different ISBN number. And if you change a single letter of a book, if you change a single word in it, it's considered a new edition. So the only way to attack the New York Times bestseller list is with one edition, with one ISBN number. And so once we realized that was a hard constraint, like we don't mind people selling copies of these books, but that's not how we're gonna attack the New York Times bestseller list. It's too decentralized for that to work. So if you want to sell copies of these books, you can absolutely do that. Look, we're not going to stop you. It's not something we've built like a flow to do it easily, but there's loads of print-on-demand book services out there. You've got the files. It's easy to go and do somewhere else. What we want to do is get the community working together to go and attack the New York Times bestseller list together. So the way that we're going to do that is with one general release version of Broadside, which everybody is featured in. Everybody's got a line, a name, their character in there in this kind of yearbook section, and everybody is earning royalties on. And that way everyone is incentivized to keep pushing and growing Broadside and pushing this one version out there with one ISBN number, which then can attack the New York Times bestseller list, because there'll be one book selling multiple copies rather than multiple books selling one copy each. So that's why we did it that way. And this is, I think, part of like building in public. Like when we started talking about how we were going to do this, we had different ideas, and we've been talking amongst ourselves. We've been talking to people in Discord about in the community members who've been hitting us with different ideas on things we might do. And in fact, this first version of Broadside that's coming out next month, that was a suggestion from Dominique. Big up Dominique if you're in here. That was a really, really, really good suggestion from him as to sort of what we can do. I see Dom down there. Big up, mate. He knows what's happening. I hope he's not going to spoil it for everybody. So attacking the New York Times bestseller list together, and how we're going to do that is very much hinges on this idea of one ISBN number, one copy of the book. The hero is going to have one name, but everybody who merges and binds will be in that copy of the book, will be acknowledged in there, will be earning royalties from those copies of the book, or at least at this first version in September. We're hoping every version beyond that, but we can't, until we actually have a green light from that on people we're doing deals with, we don't want to commit to that until it's actually real. But certainly September is the first time we make use of the royalty system.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Of course. Well, look, I know it's a lot. I know everyone's excited, but Vector, I know we do have to get back and actually do a little bit of work with the devs, and we can't hang on spaces. Like we've said, there's no rush with this. You guys are, no one's going to beat you to the punch, merging and binding your version of your book. You don't need to worry. There's no time pressure at all on this. So when it's ready, whenever you're ready, really, it'll be there for you to do. Vector, any last thoughts?
No, that all sounds great. there's no time pressure for a little while, but we might put some pressure on if we feel like it at some point. But definitely not for the foreseeable future.
Oh shit, we're going to put some pressure on at some point. I think. All right, cool.
All right.
We'll do it. All right, well, listen, thank you for everybody locking in today. As soon as Merge and Bind is up, you will be the first to know. Until then,
it's broadside, you know what's up. None of them as strong as all of us. It's broadside, just throw it up. None of them as strong as all of us. Now bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. Throw them bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. It's broadside, you know what's up. None of them as strong as all of us. It's broadside, just throw it up. None of them as strong as all of us. Now bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. Throw them bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. What you thought it was? None of them as strong as all of us. Epic heroes, we anonymous. Decentralized, don't give your power up. Too many leaders corrupted with power. It's time to fight back. The world is ours. So many people and everyone matters. We crashing the system and making it scatter. Watch out, the marshal is coming. If you're not ready, then just get it running. You can't go head up, man. You gotta be cunning. We about to take over. They thinking we bluffing. They run on hydraulics and fit it with plates to cover the wires. They thinking they safe. That's why all my armor got spikes on the face. We rupture the wires and making them pay. It's broadside, you know what's up. None of them as strong as all of us. It's broadside, just throw it up. None of them as strong as all of us.
Thank you to everyone who locked in today.
Bones up, throw them bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. Free energy is a human right, and they making us pay, man, and that ain't right. We can't sit back like it's gonna be alright. The time is now, so be prepared to fight. We done hacked the system. Tell me what you need, and I bet I could get some. We could print everything with the secret wisdom. It's time to break out, no more being the victim. It's broadside, we rising up. You're not safe if you mess with us. It's broadside, we had enough. None of them as strong as all of us. Who is Warhead? Tell me, where's Warhead? Where is Warhead? Hurry, I need Warhead. Who is Warhead? Tell me, who is Warhead? Where is Warhead? Hurry, I need Warhead. It's broadside, you know what's up. None of them as strong as all of us. It's broadside, just throw it up. None of them as strong as all of us. Now bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. Throw them bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. D-Tag hoodie on. Keep it on the low, you don't wanna be known. Make sure the hood up. Gotta block out all the scanners and drones. One thing you need to realize, Proto always gonna run your life. Ain't no sense in even trying to hide. It's not a game, you gotta pick a side. You can find us on the open sea, taking over day one by the flooded scene. The water's calm, we progressing with ease. And if you ain't know, they got an all-star team. A power at heart, man, we living a dream. Causing havoc and making a scene. Some would say we a little extreme, but it's broadside, that's the way it's gonna be. It's broadside, you know what's up. None of them as strong as all of us. It's broadside, just throw it up. None of them as strong as all of us. Now bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. Throw them bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. It's broadside, you know what's up. None of them as strong as all of us. It's broadside, just throw it up. None of them as strong as all of us. Now bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up. Throw them bones up, bones up, bones up, bones up.
Alright, keep checking Twitter. Turn your noties on, yeah? Turn your Discord noties on. And we will let you know as soon as we're ready to go. Shout out to the IPFS scan, slowing things down. As soon as everything's pinned, we're gonna hit go, yeah? And you lot will be the first to know. Thank you everybody who got up on stage today. Out to Pasha, out to Vector, out to Drewski Dollars, out to Cosmo, out to Elon Musk of course, and Richard Ogilvie for arranging that, we appreciate that. Alright, we're gonna lock off. We will see you in Discord until then. None of them are as strong as